goes to along with his teammates can be the difference in the second half.
Been so good at scoring in the paint here lately. Mobley out on the wing, being watched by Avdia. 9 to shoot. Max Strus will come to it. Allen will play make. Over here to Strus. Steps back at 3. Is up and off. And the rebound gathered in by Denny Avdia. Denny on the high bounce. Straightens up on a Kamara screen for 3. By Sharp. Gives it back to Kamara. Tamani 9 to shoot. Shape scrapes along the baseline, goes up and under. Mobley there to block the shot.
5 in shots that he bothers.
Oh yeah. Simon's trying to dislodge him, spring it in to a 2-pointer. Blazers within 6.
That's Anthony's first basket of the game.
1 of 5 shooting. Outside. Simons comes back with a 3. And the rebound reeled in by Mobley. Mobley to the baseline. Taken away by Avdia. On the march. He's got Shade again on his left side. His pass is denied. He got it back. Sails in.
The Cavs to knock that away.
Damani. So Kamara gets the Blazers a possession there.
That ball was not released by Merrill. He wanted the continuation. Does not get it.
Sharp off the high screen into the lane. Powers up.
Power in Allen's chest and grounded Allen as a shot blocker.
Slipping a screen. Merrill inside. Sharp got to it. Spiked it. Goaltending the
shot blocker down.
Liggett leaves it here to Simons. Shot up by Merrill. Sharp sweeps in, kicks to Simons, off to Kamara. Shuffles his feet.
That's not easy. Not only because he turned down the catch and shoot, which he only did because he had the length running at him, but then to regather off the dribble, which we've been seeing from Tumani all throughout the season. The progression has been steady.
Correct. And he mentioned that in the interview with Brooke before the game. Something he has worked diligently on. Simons coming off the screen into the paint. Double team. Over to Avdia. He'll raise for 3 and he got it. Denny Avdia in 3. Cavaliers on the attack. Strus slips screen. Mobley in deep. Turns. May have dragged the pivot foot. Corkscrews into a hopper. 8 for Mobley here tonight. Here's Kamara. He'll raise for another 3 that's off. And the rebound to Strus. Rookie had a lot to tell you tonight before the game.
Well, he did. So before the game also, of course, as you guys know, Coach Phillips always talks to the media, and he brought up the fact that Tumani's been working very hard on his 3-pointer over the...
As it on track tonight, looking for an end in January. Lost a lot of weight and just was not himself when he came back for the playoffs. Here's Sharp. Standstill 3 is off. Rebound back tap. Simon steps up. His 3 is off. Klingon trying to reel in the board. Can't. Garland up the floor. Head up and scanning. Ball tips. Garland not himself. Donovan Mitchell played in just 2 games because of an injury as well. So the Cavs on the inbounds. Allen with it.
That's a good pass.
Back cut. Strus laid it up, but the Blazers get there. Kamara and Klingon scoot up the floor. He'll drop it off to Sharp. Hesitates. Drives it into the paint. Out to Tamani. He'll raise. Around and out. Mobley the rebound. Cavaliers lead it by 8. This is the end of their 10-day trip here in Portland. Mobley will take it up top. Working on Avdia, trying to leverage him outside, and then Mobley very active against these 2 bigs here for the Cavaliers. Allen and Mobley. Sharp swings over to Avdia. Hard cut into Klingon.
They put a lot of pressure on you all over the floor.
Anderson to the baseline. He sends Allen to the floor. Out it comes.
Nice setup from Scoot. Tumani able to finish with that right or left hand. Prefers the right hand a lot of times when he's close to the basket.
Garland to Merrill. And off to Hunter, who's been really quiet about it. Shaden Sharp. Off the bounce, up the floor, accelerates into the lane, and go right.
As Shaden was dribbling the ball down the floor, Kev, it was similar to what Denny Avdia did a while ago that I pinpointed. He's engaging the big man to see is he going to step up or not. And when he gets his answer, that's when he decided to go.
Darius Garland picks up his 4th foul. Gives the Cavaliers a lead here of 4. Cavs started the trip with a back-to-back at Los Angeles, the Clippers, and at Sacramento. We will see Sacramento in a couple of nights. The Blazers start the first of a 5-game trip. Slanting in, Thibault lost a handle on it. Clinging on the inbounds, 10 to shoot, plenty of time, doesn't hurry. Hands off to Thibault, screens, does the rest. Drilling
His second made 3 of the game.
Allen inside, step through, late.
Good footwork.
Cavaliers up 3, 5-10 remaining. He's had some dramatic dunks tonight.
Yeah, he redirected that one off the catch because the pass was a little low.
Jerome into the lane, sails to the glass, hits a runner.
That they haven't run in a long time. That I believe, Kev, if they were to run it against this group right now, it would work really well if they engage Allen up high. They clear DeAndre Hunter to the right. Those other defenders, I don't think they'll be able to mess with it the way the Blazers run that play. So we'll see if they kind of go to that.
Points, field goal percentage, 3-point City and Golden State. 6-point Cavalier lead, 4:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Abdia crossing over on Hunter, can't handle it. Now he goes to the knees to secure it. Gives a scoot, plows his way into the...
That's making something out of nothing going on late in that play because the Cavs defended Shaedon's initial screen. They just switched it, so there was no advantage for the Blazers. They need a scoot to make a play, and he did just that.
Jerome off the high screen. Mobley will control it. 9 to shoot for the Cavaliers. Klingon steps out on Jerome. Snaps up a triple.
just to take their spirit a little bit, to do something.
They got to stop.
Ty Jerome, he's feeling too good.
They got to stop him first. 8 in the quarter for Jerome. Mobley, in which they are 4-2, a 7-game homestand. On the inbounds, Klingon the 3. He's already hit 1 range. He's hit 2 here tonight. He's pulled the Blazers to within 4. Mobley shows him, drives it, and a foul on Donovan.
Blazers even drafted him, and it's really impressive to Coach Billups. This is the #1 pick right here. You know, he could have looked at it that way selfishly, but he didn't. He puts team first, and now his time has arrived to shoot that 3-point shot.
Driving it with force, and then the sudden pull-up, pulling the Blazers to within 3. Henderson now defends on Jerome. He crossed him over, glides to the baseline, and he is bumped on the pass. 2:52 left in the 3rd. And he also had 6 steals, which was a career quarter.
Cavs go back to that zone defense. Kind of a 1-2-2 type of look.
Off to Scoot for 3, no. Rebound batted by Pant, keeps it alive. Blazers playing with 3 point guards out there. Simons, Scoot, Pant. And Thibault drills another 3.
Recognition. Because against that kind of zone where there's a pinpoint guy at the top, you split that guy with 2 Blazers, and they did just that. They get the engagement that they need from that corner. So now Matisse, he's 1 pass away, wide open.
Jerome outside, he'll trigger and to go 3rd quarter. Bouncing ahead is Scoot, grabbed by Reith.
The same way, they need to slide Anthony over to the left though.
Late on the clock, Banton a step back, around and out. Sailing in for the board was Mobley.
That wasn't the same good formation that they needed.
Mobley fakes the 3, put it on the deck, forced out into the corner, waiting for Cutter. It's him. It's a Scoot on his hip and laid it in.
Yeah, he sure looked that way. Strong move, took the hit, got the finish.
Scoot into the paint, pirouettes to Simons. Off it comes to Banton. Arcs a 3 up there. Too much air into that one. An air ball. Tipped in the 3rd. Cavaliers have led by as many as 11. The Blazers by as many as 5. 7 lead changes and 4 ties in this one. Mobley operating on the 6'9" Banton. Double to Wade. The extra pass here to Strus. Nice find, Hunter.
We talked about championship-type teams. This is what they do. They close quarters strong, especially going into the final frame.
Thibault coming with stuff. Step back jumper, Scoot, a 3, dancing off, rebound tipped, and Wade out on the floor. Blazers have reinserted Abdia on the deck. Simons could be the wild card here in the 4th quarter play. Jerome drives it into the lane to the glass. Wheels one up, good deep by the Blazers. And here come the Portland Trailblazers with Advia in control. Simons outside, dancing with a dribble, step back three. Got it. Fate previous to that hit. Oh, it's always a wild card. He can score it. Wade in transition.
The bucket that Anthony just got.
Wade has given the Cavs some good minutes here in the second half. Drop step spin into the lane. Advia.
To be, can they deal with Mobley?
Yeah.
And the size that he provides.
In comes Scoot, bouncing over to Thibault. The three is off. Manton jabs at the rebound. It's recovered though by Mobley. Wade with it on the handle. Bad hand off to Mobley. He laid it in. They had a chance there.
Yeah,
Cavaliers open up an 8-point lead with 10:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Simons outside of three. Tipped by Matisse Thybulle. He'll get it back. He'll raise again for another triple and perimeter.
I like this, experimenting from Coach Billups and the coaching staff with this smaller group.
Oh, wow.
Is this okay to try that out? Because
sure.
You don't skill to do it, but depending on what the mindset is on a particular night, you don't know. So he showed them that he's about his business. And
well, then you get Matisse out there making the three like he has, 5 of 6. And if Simons can catch fire, here's Advia for three. That is off.
Oh no, Donovan's going to get something here. A chiropractic adjustment.
Sure looked like it. Sure looked like
He was looking out for him. He was looking out.
Blazers win the loose ball. Thybulle into the lane. Kick out pass. Scoot in the air for three. Henderson's first hit out there. Blazers 16 of 43, 37%. They pull within 5, 9:22 remaining. Ty Jerome off the screen. Draws Thybulle off his feet very often.
Yeah, he is crafty.
Thybulle leaving his feet. Jerome matching his output from the first meeting of the year, 25 points. Advia coming off his screen. Drives a three, up 6 from 3 on the inbounds. Clingan will step out on a pressure release. Hands to Scoot off the screen. He draws Mobley across the middle. Went into the air. Fourth quarter. Henderson has had a nice game tonight on the offensive end. Mobley outside, contemplates, shoots the three. Nope, raising up for the rebound is Advia. 102-97. Cavaliers a lead of 5. Advia up the floor, draws Wade outside. Now Wade will switch off on Sharp. Crossing over, right to left, left to right, into the lane. Rejected by Mobley. Goal to lane, and a runner by Ty Jerome is off. Sharp for the board. Looks down the floor, and Kamara, Clingan, Advia, Scoot Henderson out there, and Shaden Sharp.
If they can get a switch, Kev, where Denny Advia has Garland on him, Denny's going to look to take advantage of that.
Ball fake, Sharp. Drives baseline, sees Allen in the rear view. Picks up a Cora on the way. Jump there that's off. Cavaliers break down the floor. Merrill with it. Good three-point shooter. Stiff arms, gives to Okoro to the end line. Trailing is Allen. 7:48 remaining, fourth quarter. Blazers relentless, coming right back. Sharp off the screen from Clingan. Hook pass, Scoot, catch, shoot, three, up and in! Scoot Henderson with a triple. Unrelenting, staying with it. Coming back at the Cavs. 7.5 left, fourth quarter. Garland to midcourt. Finds Allen. Clingan keeps his feet, but
yeah, Kev, DC's got to be a little. The shooter could have very easily been at the line. There is some contact on the shot, and Allen is slippery, so it's a tough cover. But DC is equipped.
Sharp forced a step back, changes shot to a pass, and he drove it right by unactivated. Score a free 6-piece chicken McNugget tomorrow if you're locally owned and operated. McDonald's purchase of $2 or more. Garland's offering is off. And Clingan comes down with a board. He's got 11 tonight to go with his 18 points. Denny Advia up the floor. Giddy up, dribble into the lane. Backhand run
On him. Not that Garland won't fight and claw, but he's a smaller guy. So think if Denny just did that to that size against Wade, if he can get the smaller guy on him, he can look to take advantage of that as well.
Garland coughs it up off the glass. Sharp the other way. Surveys the 1-2. Finger rolling up. No whistle. Cavs come the other way. Got to get back. Garland with it. Cross-court Maryland transition. The three is good. 6 minutes left, fourth quarter. A runner that would have tied the game. Instead, it turns back to the Cavaliers for a lead of 5 after Merrill cans the triple. Scoot trying to avoid Garland. Shakes it. Gives to Clingan another three. Dancing off. Rebound directed by Merrill and into the hands of Garland. Darius up the floor, speeds in on the guard of Kamara.
Good defense.
A lot of contact here on both ends of the floor. They're letting him play with 5.5 left. Kamara with it. Slants in, power drive. All right, so they've got to shake it off here. Cavaliers will bring it up with Okoro, along with Merrill, Allen, DeAndre Hunter, and Garland in the corner here to the near side. 9 to shoot. Hunter, a 3 up, no, and the rebound comes right to Okoro, driving into the lane with Garland.
Hunter shot that way because he thought that there was contact that would lead to a foul being called, and a lot of times those really bad misses like that, those air balls, they favor the offensive player. The defender's trying to block out and then able to run right into it.
Sharp with the 3 that won't go. The Cavaliers open up a lead of 8, 4:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Garland up top. Kamara trying to squeeze through that screen. Garland into the lane. Scores.
Yeah, quick. Guards in the league, they have all those shots. This isn't the first time that they played against a lot of height. A lot of times that's been the story of their career.
Gets to the rim and it just won't go. Cavaliers 56 per second chance opportunities for the Blazers. That's their game. 11 for the Cavs. 9 Blazer steals tonight. Cavaliers #1 record in the East. Garland with it. Puts Kamara in his hip pocket, then turns.
Get really scary when they have a lead, a bit of a cushion, and they have that type of all-star play at the guard position that can manage the rest of the game.
Kamara outside. Blazers got to get a quick strike here. Under 4 minutes. Scoot trying to avoid Garland, draws the foul.
And it feels like, okay.
The elite athletes don't have them. 8-point lead for the Cavs. 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Scoot Henderson having a nice night. 18, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Now they got to defend Garland. Shifty, double team to Allen. Chest pass over to Mobley. Out on top to Merrill. In the corner. Okoro, nice pass. Two-hand jam.
Well, the Blazers made the decision that time to put 2 on the ball and not let Garland be the one to beat them. And then the Cavs said, okay, we'll use our entire team down and get it to the open shot. Down low.
Oh, the Cavaliers just stymied Denny Avdia. They came to him with 2 7-footers. The ball ripped out of his hands. Here's Garland the other way. A 3, steered it up, no. Rebound grabbed inside by Allen. Over to Garland looking for the cap. 12, Simons with it on a Kamara screen. Into the lane, races to the glass, makes contact. 9 from 3. Blazers including tonight. 4 home games remaining, 6 road. Garland up the floor. Cavaliers riding him right now to a 10-point lead with 2:40 left. Garland now being watched by Simons. Crossing over into a jumper from the top. Kamara the rebound. He has Simons fanning out the corner. 1 dribble and a 3 for Simons. Grazed the iron. Just not having it tonight. Offensively just not there for the Blazers. Leading score at 19.5. Garland. Check by Simons. He presses up. 8 to shoot. 2:09 remaining. Garland off the high bounce. Off it comes to Okoro. Boy, he makes some nice passes from that dunker spot. Allen missed the hook. Avdia the other way. Denny a 3 straight away. And he's a 10 on KUNP. The line. Okoro will bring it out of backcourt. Okoro right now part of their finishing crew with Donovan Mitchell out of tonight's game. Center of the floor, 34 remaining. Scoot sizes up Allen over to Avdia. Quick shot from 3. Allen with a rebound. Allen a 14-9 night. Mobley 21-12. Garland in command, into the lane, the teardrop, left it short. Scoot the other way on the push.
Needs to get a 3 up.
And he does in transition. 1 and done, Glass.
They've had some shots.
Yeah, sure.
Well, even over the last minute.
No, it's
like right now,
right.
even they can just keep trying to run the ball out of their hands. And I know it's not likely that they come back in this game, but they've gotten some shots.
Merrill looking deep, throws out on the wing. Coral leans back. That one's off, and the rebound to Simons. 35 seconds remaining in this one. Blazers fly out of here tomorrow to Sacramento. We started a 5-game road trip. Avdia, his 3 is off. Blazers tonight, 17 of 52 from three-point range. That ought to do it. Cavaliers are going to be able to dribble out the clock and win it here tonight. And the wrap-up of their road trip that saw them, after losing 4 in a row, beat Utah. Kenny Atkinson, former there, and he was an assist. 58th victory of the year. They go to 20.